Tonight we are making Grandma's pot roast in the Instant Pot. We're going to take a 3-pound chuck roast and we're going to blot it dry, and then we are going to apply a rub made from 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, a half a teaspoon of paprika, and a half a teaspoon of black pepper. You're going to rub that on every side of the roast, and then we're going to set that side on the counter to get to room temperature. In the meantime, we are going to chop our veggies. We're going to chop up some celery, we're going to slice an onion, and we're going to peel about 5 garlic cloves. You do not need to cut the garlic cloves up. If the onion is bothering you, making your eyes water, you can turn the hood over your oven on to vent the fumes. Next, we are going to turn our Instant Pot on to saute at high. We're going to add a couple tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to brown our chuck roast on each side, 3 minutes aside. We're going to make our au jus with 3 cups of water and 1 packet. Once the roast has been browned on every side, we are going to turn our Instant Pot to pressure cooking at high for 50 minutes. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce to our au jus sauce. Next, we are going to add our veggies into the Instant Pot. I'm using baby reds and baby yellow potatoes, celery, onion, and garlic. We will be adding baby carrots, but we need to wait until this is cooked to add the baby carrots, because if we add them too early, the baby carrots will become mushy. If you're using regular carrots, you can chop those up and add them in now. We will be pouring the 3 cups of au jus in, and then we will also be making an additional cup of beef broth with 1 cup water and 1 teaspoon of beef bouillon. We are going to pour that in, and we are going to put the rest of our veggies in. We are also going to add a few more spices. We're going to add about a teaspoon each of dill weed, rosemary, thyme, oregano, and a bay leaf. We are going to lock the lid on, and we are going to let that cook for 50 minutes. Once that's been cooked, we are going to let that naturally vent for 10 minutes. Once that is naturally vented, we're going to manually vent until the silver stopper goes down. Then we can take the top off. We are going to add in our carrots now, and we are going to pressure cook that for an additional 10 minutes. After that is cooked, we are going to naturally vent for about 6 minutes, and then manually vent by turning the flip to vent until the silver stopper goes down. Then we can take the lid off. We are going to use about 1/4 cup of water and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch for our gravy. You can make that and set that aside. Now that it has been cooked, we can remove the meat and veggies from the pot. Next, we will be making our gravy. To do so, we use a fat separator. We let the fat rise to the top. Once the fat has risen to the top, we can pour out our desired amount of liquid. You will not need to use all of the liquid that is in the pot. Once we scrape the bottom of the pot to get all the flavorings off, we add the liquid back into the pot. We turn the Instant Pot to saute at high, and once the liquid has been boiling, we can add in our cornstarch mixture. I also added another 1/4 cup of water with 1/4 cup flour. The gravy did not turn out as thick as I wanted it to. You may need to add a little bit more cornstarch and flour. And there it is. The meat is so tender it falls right apart with a fork. Grandma's pot roast, just like when you were young.
Dinner's done!